We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Washington Redskins. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, 30 pace, let's go. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. Begin. Shit. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man, it's Barrios complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He's tracking. Crash. 22 jet bomber. Fresno. Check.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Hey, watch it. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Back to Mixon on first down. Carl Nassib there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
66.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Hey, look, Grace don't travel. Check 31. Go! No.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Red, 90, Wolf. I'm going to come back to you. Mike, 50. Bravo! Right there in the middle, 55. You got nothing today. Slam. Ready, go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. Now.
Mike, 55.
Let's go.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Joe Mixon, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now it's Hill off the bootleg. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First down, Seattle.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Hill. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's got room. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 15, first down, Seahawks.
And the Seahawks, first down.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Redskins 7, Seahawks nothing.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taysom Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Set. 10-2, son. Nice 7. Let's go. I got you, son. No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. I'm coming. Hey. Go. Quick dance. Go.
Second and 15. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Mike 52. Hey, let's get this. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Coming to you. Shift. Watch the shift. You go tight. You got tight. Rock. He's ready.
They'll look to throw. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first.
Washington Redskins. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Check clock strike. Mike 52. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Now back to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Touchdown, Washington. DK Metcalf. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Double. 54. Hey, let's go. Check. Watch 54.
Now Hill looking to throw on first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Pilot, 64, weak.
And the pressure gets to him again. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Right there. Right there. 54 miles.
From the gun, here's Hill. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now it's Mixon running right. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Two minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check the backer, check the backer. Check. Lucky. Hatchet. High.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
And the Washington Redskins, 1st down.
Nickel.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Sponge. No. Watch the safety creep. Check. Check. Crouch. Gone. Crouch.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On 2nd down, Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Redskins now going to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Let's go now. 60, orange. Recon, 132 fight.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. downs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. The toss play to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Come on, set. 260 out raw. Go. Yep.
Second and 11. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Switch. You draw Porker. 3,
A final shot before break. Hill. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Another run with Sanders. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now is really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Set. 50 Tucson. 55. Alpha. Hey. Keep going, boys, Check 9, check 9. Watch twist. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. He's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Hill. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Bang, 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 bang. Kill, 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 kill. Hey, dog. Check, ready, go.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
This is Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
66. Bullet high. Check it out. Whip. Watch the whip. Lock it. Get wide. No. Off. See it. On.
Mixon will try the right side. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Let's go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Check. Greystone travel.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Set, ready, 2-8, read. Double dog, that's the way. 80 weapon. Delta. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch the eye. Set. Ready, go.
They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
That's a what? That's a what? Slam, slam, slam. 61. Matchbox, right. Yep. Hold. Check 13. Check 13. And go.
On first down, Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
Back. He's checking.
Once again, they run with Mixon. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Check. Where's 52? Watch 52. Go. Bandit. 52 is the mic right here.
He'll look to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taken in at the 11. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Hill now to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. D Ford in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. On 4th down, Hill. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. D Ford. And the Redskins are going to win the football game.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. This is taken near the 13.
We play to win. Let's go.
Final score, Redskins 17, Seahawks 6.